Isn't that the greatest invention in the world?
That's right.
For porn. No, it's no. I tell you, man, I do rent some really bad movies, and I see some movies that I thought were bad in the theater, and I've actually liked them when I saw them at home. No. And I'm always, because I tell people, look, do I change my opinion on a movie? All the time.
I'm like that with comedies. I don't know why. A good majority of Will Ferrell's movies, if I sneak into a theater and I watch it, I'll end up hating it. But if I see it on cable by accident, for some reason, I start laughing my ass off, like somebody put acid in me or something. I start going nuts. Yeah,
you just drink antifreeze or something.
I don't know what it is. Yeah,
I think the movie Step Brothers, which I hated. I despise that movie. Now, if I see it at home,
that's the one that just came out, right?
Yeah. I might look. Honestly, I might change my opinion. I might be like, that's kind of funny because I don't have to sit there and watch it the whole thing. The only thing that I saw again, I hate to keep harping on this, but I saw Meet the Spartans on a plane. And I saw some stuff that I'd even missed, and I was like, "Oh my god, this movie is much worse than I even imagined."
I would have been arrested for domestic, air violence or something.
Exactly. I'm taking this motherfucker down. Nah, man. So I mean, but you still enjoy movies. I mean, you still kind of think, "Wow, this is kind of a privileged position to be in because I get to go see these movies for free, even though you don't get to see them in the best conditions all the time."
Right.
I mean, you got to stand up a lot of times. You don't really get to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, you're not actually watching the film. You're watching the audience. But it actually gives you a different perspective as well because you're doing a lot of your watching with your ears because, you're looking at you're going up and down the aisle, screening the audience, things of that nature. And so you're hearing what's going on. And every once in a while, you'll hear something, and you just have to turn and look at the screen and go, what?
You know what? That's funny. You're like the Daredevil of movies now. Your senses have built up through hearing from watching movies.
You're wearing a white jumpsuit with stars, and you got a big white helmet.
No, man. This is pretty fascinating because we've never been able to sit down and talk about the nuances of your job, which are very compelling to me. I mean, because really, like I said, I thought I had a different experience. You have a way different experience. I mean, do you ever find yourself like the Pick of Destiny? Did you have to put that movie together in your mind in pieces just by what you saw throughout that 5 times, seeing it through 3 weeks?
That movie was just special because if you're going to see something 5 times, you, especially in the way I do it, it's not horrible. Because you are catching it in pieces. Yeah. But because that was a musical, everything sticks in your head. Exactly. It's like listen to that last song you hear before you get in the car to drive to work or you get out of the car to go into the office. You start singing that song. Dude, I'm sitting here walking up and down singing Mozart. Can't you see? Here's a man who deserves your applause. He is, and I know the words to that song. And there's part of me that's very, very ashamed that I know those words.
I'm sure there's some kid walking by you going, "Is he singing that stupid song from Pick of Destiny? What a loser!"
Exactly.
No, there's no shame in that. Now, if you had watched that at home until you memorize it, that's a loser move right there.
It comes on now. If I'm laying around, nothing else is on, and it's on. Oh, sure.
I know this left and right. You do.
Oh my God.
It's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show for you get a performing with it at home.
Right.
No,
I guess and I have and it's bad too because of my family background. I very musical grandparents and father, and so I've always had a thing. I enjoy a musical. Like The Producers comes on, I can't turn that off.
You're talking about the
Mel
original,
Brooks? Right? The original,
the movie that just came out.
The remake too.
Oh, yeah.
Both.
You like the remake?
I for what it was, absolutely.
See, I'm a huge fan of
Broderick
that
and Lane nailed it.
What?
Co-host like some with no blood in it? What?
I like the original. Hey, the original Mel Brooks Producers is genius. Gene Wilder.
It's great, man.
There's no way. I mean, Gene
That's a hard
Wilder,
one to remake, man.
You cannot replace any performance he's ever done. Like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Johnny Depp, forget about it. He was terrible.
Totally different movies.
Yeah. And
well, to be fair, co-host, I've never actually seen the Gene Wilder original for that one.
Okay.
I'll go rent it.
You need to rent it again.
But yeah, I mean,
be smart.
Those songs, I know those as well.
So if nothing else,
it's an addiction.
You are a musical movie lover now, just by circumstance.
Right.
Yeah. No, I like musicals too, man. Chicago's one of my favorite movies.
I don't. I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, you like The Producers, so I'm glad.
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, the obvious question here is, what's the worst incident that you had? I mean, have you actually had to manhandle somebody and pull them out the theater?
Anything where the real cops are actually involved.
Oh, look at you, man.
It's never gotten that far, fortunately. Wow. The most folks, the worst things have ever gotten, we've asked some folks to leave, and
They
escorted them out, and that's about it.
And they're cool usually?
No, they're.
Well, let's hear that. What happened?
Well, no, I mean they're yelling, "You're a dick, you're a cocksucker," whatever. They, calling my
heard
mother
it all,
names.
huh?
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't bother me. It's like, yeah, well, I'm in here, you're out there.
Yeah,
bye.
exactly. Yeah, you're throwing them out. Who
Right.
Your
cares?
mother blows penises for $2. How dare you?
I sometimes wonder if you split open co-host's head, if there's not just 1,000 little pussies running around in there.
That and blood, man. It's all,
All
it is.
pure comic genius.
There's a couple of breasts running around in there too. So. That's the first time I've ever heard you describe like that.
What?
There's 1,000 little pussies running around in your head.
Well, hey.
Vaginas.
But JJ,
Yeah, the JJ's in your head.
Call 'em what you
The JJ 3000.
I call it pure gold.
No, you know something? Like you know what to do with that. Now, I have a question here about an incident that happened, and I think you were there for it. And the manager took care of it at the theater, but I don't know if it was handled right. I think maybe you should have handled it. There was a guy, and he was wrong, but I don't think I need to go to this level. He took a popcorn bucket out the trash can and went and refilled it at the concession stand.
I heard about this.
Yeah, no, that's got a.
I wasn't at this one, but I've heard about it.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Now, what happened was,
And this,
what-
not to disparage the innocent, but if it is the person I believe it was, he's a pain in the ass anyway.
well, okay, I don't think it is. I know because this guy was not a regular.
Oh, okay.
No, I you know what? I know who you're thinking of, but without you even saying it,
There's already a culprit.
yes. And no, it was not him.
Okay.
No, it was a guy I hadn't really seen before. The manager came in and said, "Oh, did you take that out the trash can?" Make this whole thing out of it. It's saying almost like he was stealing, which he was, but he's like, "It's a popcorn tub." Now I would have said, "Hey, this is how I would have handled it." I would have said, "I know you did this. There's people in here that don't want to cause a disturbance. Go ahead and throw that away, and don't do it again. And if I ever see you doing it again, then you're banned from the theater." But it turned into this whole thing where the guy got kicked out, and then when he was on his way out, he picked up his little girl and hit somebody on who uses a cane, and then that turned into this guy attacked me with his little girl, like he uses little girl as a weapon, and then the police are called, and it's all in the hallway, and it's this big deal. Now, I mean, did this go out of proportion? Did this go crazy? This is
again, you're dealing with a crowd that doesn't understand that they're getting to see a free movie. We're joking about the bad regulars, but there are some good regulars. I mean,
there's a lot of them.
But
the majority of them, I would say, cool.
And I would say proportionately, there are more bad regulars than there are bad non-regulars, folks that are coming for the first time or have only done a screening or two.
Really? So you think? Wait a minute. So out of all the regulars that come there, now I don't because
I think proportionally there's more a-holes or assholes. I keep forgetting this isn't family friendly. I think proportionally there's more assholes in the regular group.
See, when I come in, I'm just friendly with everybody because I got nothing to lose. It's not my job. They say hi, and I've seen them for years, and they're cool. But that's interesting to hear that from you. You think that a lot of them give you trouble, and a lot of them just assholes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not the first 20 to 30 regulars.
Mm-hmm.
There are other people that just that are always kind of in the middle of the. See, that's the funny thing is there's another group of regulars that you probably never see because they let the press in first.
Yeah.
They let y'all go get set up, get situated, which makes sense. You get to go see it in the position you want to see it. It helps you give a good review. But there's another set of regulars that comes in after about the first 100 people that know to get there an hour beforehand, hour and 15 minutes beforehand, and they're the ones that tend to be problematic.
They're called the Black Widows. They come in with the leather jackets, leather hats, with the chains. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Daddy-O, you want some trouble?
Motorcycles are parked
I thought Corey
outside.
was the Black Widow.
I'm the original Black Widow. I'm the troublemaker.
You spread fear throughout the land.
So camera phone cop. Why am I talking with an Asian accent?
I don't know, Corey. I was just trying to figure that out.
I saw that Black Widow had
You're
to
starting to grow a
return.
Fu Manchu there.
I just thought that I thought that they kind of got it after all this time, after years of coming, that they would say
They know how to
"Don't do-"
manipulate the system. Is the problem?
Look at
The person who's always sitting in the wheelchair seating. That's one of my middle regulars. And they just know how to work the system to their advantage, or they'll show up late knowing there's no way they're going to get in, and demand to get a free ticket to another movie.
I've seen that actually happen.
Oh yeah, they'll come up knowing that they're not going to get to see it because they got there late, and they demand like it's the theater's fault that they didn't get to go see the movie that was being screened.
And you know what? I think there are websites dedicated to things you can do like that to get free perks.
Scamming in a way.
Out of restaurants, movie theaters, you name it.
Well, you know what the
Because
worst
I've been
part
on
of that is? You know what the worst part of that is?
What?
Is knowing most of the theater managers in this town. If you come up and you're like, I just bought $20 worth of concessions. Is there anything you can do for me? Most of the theater managers in town, if you're cool to them, they'll be like, you know what, go, please. You bought your concessions. Please go see something else.
Right.
But as soon as you come up like, why the fuck you give me these tickets and I can't go be seeing no movie? They're like, you know what? Bye.
Yeah.
Was that an Eskimo accent, by the way?
No, that was the fat black woman.
Oh,
Why you gonna do me like this? I got my popcorn.
I was just making sure.
And the bad part is sometimes that's white middle-aged men that sound like that. Seriously.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have no concept. You're already in there in your comfortable seat in the air conditioner and watching your film, and I'm getting to deal with these people.
Oh man,
Kevin Federline doing this.
why you ain't letting
What
me
the fuck?
Hey, I got to tell you, man, you and poor High, man. I do respect the position that you're in because High is one of my best friends, man. He's this guy. He works a lot of the screenings, and this is where I've seen it happen with him. He tells me all this stuff. When we go eat dinner, he's like, man, I had to deal with this woman who she gave me a lot of shit. I had to give her a ticket to get her out the theater to something else.
Wow.
And, I mean, you guys, I got to respect what you do because you deal with a lot of shit.
You're lucky I'm not working there. I just beat him up.
And this is a
ask what
free
happened later.
movie. Remember, folks, these are free movies.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess the regulars, like you say, they lose concept of that. They've been doing it for so long that they feel like I've done this long enough. I'm entitled to.
We must
come
never
in.
forget that people are assholes. All right, there are a lot of them out there.
Speaking of assholes out there, you guys want to do some email?
Yeah.
Sure, what the hell?
All right, why not?
Well,
Your
before we
show,
move,
Corey.
no. It's him and ours. Yours, no. You
Hey!
just so.
You just sit over there and robot co-host.
Yeah, exactly. Do what robots do. Just sit there and
I've
shut
been
the fuck
working
up.
here for like 50 years.
Danger, Will Corey. Danger.
Hey, well, before we move on to email, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about? Any other points of discussion? Because this has been really cool, man.
Hey, well, if you're going to go see a screening, don't be a dick and don't try and record the movie. I like my job.
Ah,
Yeah.
you
Well,
go.
that is your job. You go in there and pull those people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're going in there doing that, don't be stupid and get caught.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a dummy. You deserve to get caught.
You're taking a
terrible at it.
picture of Jessica Simpson or Jessica Alba, whoever. You
Well,
know.
and the worst part of it is that these studios have lots more money than anybody in this room will ever have combined in their entire lifetime, and they will win.
Exactly. You can't go
If
up
I have to
against
pull
them.
you out, you've already lost.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? What you gonna do?
You can badmouth me, you can sue me, you can do whatever you want to me, and you may win. But I can promise you, if they catch you video recording a movie or taking pictures or audio recording, they're going to win.
Now, what are the chances of going to jail? I mean, do they just fine you?
The
Do they
studios press charges.
They-
Absolutely,
they do?
Yes, they press.
So
charges.
they ain't fucking around.
Yeah, no, it's in
There's
our
no
manual.
urban legend,
It's
though.
in our manual. We carry with us. You call the police first, and you notify the the studio immediately.
Wow.
Because the studio is going to send somebody down to follow up all the paperwork.
Now you're scaring me.
Hey, co-host. Hey,
Hey,
you better
you
be
didn't
careful.
see nothing, Corey. You be quiet.
Got
over
some
there.
blackmail material on you. I've been the blackmail. Will blackmail you? No. So I didn't know how serious that was because a lot of people they think I've even heard people say this. They haven't done it, but a lot of people say, "I wish they would catch me with my camera phone, even if it's on. All they're gonna do is just tell me not to do it again." And I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, generally what'll happen is these days the reps actually are pretty cool about letting me make a follow up announcement right before the movie starts, and I explain, look, if it's on, you're gone. And once you actually stop everybody in the theater before the movie starts and put them all on notice, then things tend to work out okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool, man. So have you ever seen anybody go to
and
jail?
for the record, folks, telling me that you have a sitter for your child, you have to have your phone on, and then saying, I'd rather have my phone on and know if my child needs me than see this movie, then my opinion is, well, why didn't you hire a babysitter you could trust to take care of your baby?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or better yet, if it's that important to you, you don't mind going back home to your baby.
Right. I mean, somebody got so insistent. Well, I have to leave my phone on. My 2-year-old's with the sitter, and it's like, well, did you put him with someone that knows how to call 911? I mean, this is coming from the father. of a now 9-year-old.
Yeah.
I understand there's a lot of things go through your mind and stuff like that, but really, if you have enough of an issue, you can't be in phone contact for an hour and 45 minutes or it makes you nuts. Well, first of all, what would you have done if you'd had 10 years ago and cell phones weren't popular?
Smart, always thinking.
Clever.
And second of all, seriously, put somebody who you feel can deal with an emergency. Otherwise, why the hell are you letting them watch your kid?
There you go.
There you go. People, don't be stupid out there. If you got a kid, you
and the
lost
worst.
all your freedoms.
And I've just gone ahead and started telling people this before the movie starts. If you get up, run out of the theater, and I have a guard out there, all the screens require it, and you answer your phone, we know your phone was on in the theater.
Yeah.
So we're going to tell you to just go ahead and take your call on out to your car.
And
That's some Batman detective work.
Take your call on home. Yeah.
Ah.
See, this is why he's the head nigga in charge here.
Right.
and in response to what you were asking before all that, though, is the phone being on is not going to get you thrown in jail. It's if we catch you with copyrighted material.
Yeah.
You know, theoretically, we could have really strung that kid out who took a picture of Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Having your phone on, you're just going to get thrown out of the movie.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Got you, man. It's serious business. There you have it. This is what we have you right here for, to let people know that you can go to jail behind this. Or even if you don't take any material, copyrighted material, pictures, videotape, you can get kicked out. Mm-hmm. So no funny business here, people. Listen to this man.
No one is above cinema law.
Exactly. No one is above the law. Who do you think you are? You're nobody compared to this man. You're no one. You're no one.
Movies.
Yeah, nothing.
He ain't got nothing.
What do you think?
Hey, Corey, why are you texting me, man? I'm right here.
Hey, you know texting during
I didn't take no
recording.
text. I took a picture of you.
It's against the law.
Are you copyrighted material?
Depends on what you're going to use that picture for.
Oh,
I may be copyrighted, way copyrighted.
But you wouldn't blame me if I was like taking all kinds of pictures of Jessica Alba during whatever movies.
Well,
right?
he wouldn't blame you.
I wouldn't blame you.
You wouldn't
I'd throw
blame me,
out
right?
and send you to jail, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't
hey,
blame
he's got a
you.
job to do. Yeah, he wouldn't blame you, but
Can you blame me? Look at her. Look at what she's doing up there.
okay.
My job versus your stroke material.
Yeah, exactly.
I win.
Let me ask you this: I wouldn't blame you if you feel like it's worth going to jail for. How about that?
If Jessica Alba does a full-on nude scene, I'll be more than happy going to jail for 40 years.
When that Nazi
I
has
will
you
be
bent
fine
over,
with that.
Hey, co-host, when that Nazi, I'm sure you got a hole somewhere on you. You know, let's just say theoretically, you go to jail.
Yeah.
I hope you're thinking about Jessica Simpson with a strap on, doing you in your hole when that Nazi, that big ass Nazi, gets a hold of your ass, and that big ass gang member, whatever it is.
Never.
Is that worth it
Do
to
the
you?
Aryans not like the robots? I don't know. That's a
I
good
think
question.
the robot race. I think they don't like. I think they just hate everybody.
I'm
But
gonna find somebody with a magic marker and make a little Hitler mustache on me. I'll download some Hitler quotes and I'll be fine.
talking
be fine.
really
Don't worry
bad
about
German.
me.
Hey, Flinsky.
Flinsky, Schultz,
Und Klagenschiemenheimen.
I know nothing.
nothing.
All right, now how do we go into Hitler talk here? What the hell?
I don't know. You brought it up, Corey.
It's time to go into some email because we got the movie Nazi up here, fascist. Okay, here we go. We
Okay,
got.
so Corey doesn't want to see any more screenings.
No,
You're messing up already.
The SS is here.
You're messing with the Charles Bronson, the movie screenings. Yeah.
I know this guy's a Clint Eastwood. He's the Dirty Harry of piracy. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some email.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Yes, no. Corey's not like that. Yes.
Super
am
duper
I?
email.
Okay, here's some email directed towards you, co-host. It says.
Who would I do?
It says,
Never
hey,
saw it.
I can't see this screen too well 'cause I'm far back, so I'm going to try and read this as best as I can. Hey, I've been wanting to ask you a question. In the last couple of weeks, I've really fell in love with this site. I've been downloading old stuff, and I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I really love what you guys do. I'm going to paraphrase right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says, anyway, I've been wondering, what are you guys' feelings about co-host? Because sometimes it sounds like you guys can't stand him. Specifically, Oscar. On the Oscar pool thing that we did. It says specifically on the Oscar pool 2008 video. And it says, anyway, I'm just curious. Peace and happiness later. I like the way he says, do we not like you? And peace and happiness.
You know, I'm gonna take this one because I just got to know co-host tonight, and he's an ass.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, he's a nice enough guy, but he's an ass.
Hey,
he's that drunk uncle that you always you see at family gatherings, and he's okay the first hour, but once he's gotten into the booze, he just turns into a completely different person.
How dare you, sir?
exactly.
You walk into my house and talk to me like that? I'd rather be an ass than look like an ass. I don't care who you work for.
You see what I deal with.
son of a
You see
bitch.
what I have to do.
Hey, why
with
don't you
here?
give this guy free popcorn and get him out the door, Corey? All right, coming in here and
Kick him out of here? Huh?
My kingdom.
Okay, now to answer that question on my part, we don't always get along.
Why don't you like me, Corey?
It's not that I don't like you. It's just
He
that,
loves
like,
you.
as he said, you're an ass, man.
heard that.
You are not the easiest person to get along with.
How am I not the easiest person to get along with? Just because I express my opinions and I disagree with you guys all the time and think whatever comes out of your mouth is dumb, I'm the bad guy?
Maybe just a little bit too honest is what I'd have to say. You don't make the best first
Honesty
impressions.
is the best policy, Corey. I read that on the internet.
Not in your case. Not in your case at all. You don't
Come
know
on.
that you don't have a balance. But co-host is a necessity. If I cannot get anybody else to do anything with me, I can always call on the co-host. Co-host and I have been around for years. A lot of people don't know the story about you, co-host. Now this is the broadcast where people are gonna learn about you. Because there's been a lot of speculation of what's happened. Because a lot of people put lies out there.
People have plenty of theories, a lot of rumors going around.
When I was
Never did those things to Katie Holmes.
Tell you
I don't
what,
care anybody says.
I was friends with yeah, I'm on stereotype here because that's just the way the story is. I was friends with an Asian kid, guy when he was young, back when I was in high school. The guy wasn't even in college yet, playing around with stuff, talking about I'm gonna build the first talking robot. Mm-hmm. And he actually built a machine with a little bit of a consciousness, soaked up a lot of verbal skills from his surroundings. But for some reason, your skills came out being permanently on smartass. And there was nothing he could do with you. Guy moved on to go to MIT. Working at MIT. One of his greatest creations is probably you, but he couldn't even stand your ass.
You mean my father?
Okay, wait. Oh, well, I did.
You meant my father?
You didn't know you were Asian, did
I
you?
thought I was Mexican. I'm Asian now? What the hell? I thought the Mexicans put me together.
Yeah.
So I got all this duct tape all around me on the back end here. What?
Oh,
When he's rolling down the road, you hear
Yeah, we got rims on him.
old English
why I
lettering on
always-
the back.
Like,
I always
yeah,
had a
flames on his
fascination
side.
with fancy rims, but an Asian guy put me together?
Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, but Asian guy put you together, man. He's out there somewhere. He doesn't want to have anything to do with you anymore.
Doesn't want my creator,
You
my
were
father doesn't want
you
anything
were a
to do with me?
disappointment. You weren't the intelligence that he thought you would be. He's working on a different version right now, but you were seen as a failure, which is why he will not have anything to do with you.
So I'm like just all the scraps that kind of just rolled all together and created me?
You're the shit that rolled down the leg.
You be quiet!
I hate to tell
Corey!
you that it
Saying ain't so, Corey.
happens.
Well,
man.
you know what? Screw him. I don't need him. Hey, I know who I am. I'm awesome, all right? And all my opinions, they're always right, all right? So you, Corey, yeah, that's... I gotta do some research.
I know you're
about
hurt.
this.
I know you're hurt, man.
What
But
are
don't
you
worry
talking
about it. Don't worry
you
about
never
it.
met my father. You don't know him.
We still love you, co-host.
Trust your
What is
emotions,
this
co-host.
love? What is this love you
You
speak of?
you know this to be true.
No, it's not true. I know it to be not true.
But hey, you're good enough for us. How about that? We put you to good use.
All right.
Maybe someday he'll come back and see you.
Maybe one day you'll grow up.
Someday.
Okay. Now, here's another question here that this guy. It's not even a question. I don't even want to say this kid's name because it's some serious shit he's
Say it,
thinking
Corey.
about.
Say
no,
it.
I would not say it. But I've been having this discussion with this guy who's been. Now he says this. Now you tell me. First of all, you tell me what you think about this. This is a serious email. This guy said, my friends and I want to make a porn film, and we have the girls to do it. And the reason why I want to do this is because I want to be a writer, and I want to have material that will give me. I want to have good material to write with.
Well, what
That's
are
a-
you waiting for?
Yeah,
Do
that's a
it.
kid that wants to be in porn. He wants to get laid.
Hey, that's what I said.
He
said,
does want to get laid. Yeah.
Yeah, do you? Okay, let me seriously tell me this. Do you buy this whole thing of I want good material for writing?
Well, number one, I really don't buy that.
Well,
He
it
has the girls
depends.
lined
If
up.
it works, he needs to call me and let me know because I missed out a part of my childhood.
Exactly. How did you do it? I mean,
Any
kids-
kid putting this together, I have friends that want to do it. What? I think he's lying. Yeah, it sounds like he's lying to me. But
Oh,
if
what
it
the
is
hell
true,
is that movie where they're going to make the porn?
that's,
the girl next door?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like this. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell you my opinion.
Let's assume it's true. All right.
Okay, let's assume because I told him. I did say this. I said this isn't real. That was my first email. I said,
Right.
man, this is not real. Good try. And he came back and said, no, it's real. we would seriously want to do this. So if he's taking it this seriously, okay, I'll go along.
I wonder, are they waiting to ask Corey to be a stunt cock?
Oh, I hope not. I think that's
All of a sudden, it's a white penis and it's traded out with a black penis.
Yeah. Corey will get arrested.
Stunt
And yeah, the next day somebody's going to click on spill and it's no longer going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. It's a black penis with a mustache. Hey, that doesn't look like that last penis. No, I just told this kid, I said, look, man, you do not need to do porn to have good material for writing.
Hey,
Now,
Corey, y'all
yeah.
keep talking. I'm going to run outside and see if Dateline's
Exactly. No,
Exactly. There you
no,
go.
the guy's like 20 now, so it's not like it's not.
Now,
like
when the hell did you start talking to this kid?
Oh, when he was 15. No, no, I didn't. No. Hey, what are you doing?
Talked him into it.
I'm the one that told him. Yes, video cameras are very cheap these days.
What a super duper idea, kid.
No,
Man, you can go places.
No, I was talking to him when he was like 19. Now I think he's 20 now, and I just said,
Okay.
"Look, man," I said, "Don't do this. All right? I mean, you just want to get laid. That's all it is."
So
I mean, let's be
basically, you're
honest.
telling me he's going to do this so he can have something to write
Yeah,
about.
and I'm saying, I say, if you really,
His
I
whole
say,
purpose for making a porn is so that he has material to
exactly.
write about.
Oh,
Like, damn, man, you can't go out to the ER unit at your house, or
Yes,
you can't
yeah.
go. I mean, you can't even like. You don't
It's a
even-
great angle. If I was 19 again and unmarried,
okay, you're not
kinda wish
helping
I'd
here,
have
man.
thought of it.
You do it, huh?
You were not helping here at all. God damn it.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, Corey. The brute strength of reality will kick in as soon as all of them are there in that room.
Yeah.
And they have to get naked.
Yeah.
If they can like somehow get past that major part of this whole thing,
The girls all
then
go-
then
all
we'll
go.
see. Yeah, then we'll see if it actually falls through. God knows these are still stupid kids. One kid's a little subconscious about his
About his
big
belt,
ass,
his
big
love
ass, and
handles
his
and-
chunky ass love handles, watching all them damn movies.
This
And then
kid
the
might be a
girls all
stud.
go Katherine
The girls will
Heigl.
start
I'm
laughing.
not taking my clothes off.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing
As soon as
here
the-
to act with.
As soon as the first girl starts crying, as soon as that camera's in her face, telling her more feeling, then
like you said, the reality is gonna hit.
Reality is going to get hit very hard, and it's going to be very awkward.
Well,
for
then
all
you know
of
what? He'll have his writing material. Look, if you're gonna do it, do it. I got nothing against pornography. I tell people I watch pornography. Okay, I don't want little kids. I'm not a role model, okay, but I'm not encouraging you to go out and do bad things. But I have nothing against it. That's me. I'm being honest. But do I encourage people to go out and do it? No, don't. I mean, no. I mean,
that is just going to be another.
That's a niche market.
It is going well. It's
yeah,
it's
it's
going to
a
be
$1 billion market. Hey, this kid may be a billionaire by next year. For all I know, I'll
Hey,
be like,
porn's a big reason HD and Blu-ray the battle finally.
yeah, I'll be like, shit. I'm sorry, I told you no.
It'll
But-
probably be creepy to some people the older you get, and if you feel like telling that story about what you tried to do at one point when you were younger, it may be. I mean, to some people it may be interesting. To other people, it may just be embarrassing. They'll probably feel sorry for you. But you know what? The thing is, that's what's great about life. When you're that age, you're allowed to make stupid mistakes, like let's say like that. And hopefully, once it's all over and done with, maybe you'll learn something about yourself. Your friends will learn something about themselves, and you'll eventually decide if that's something that you want to keep going with as far as aspiring to be a porn star. Nobody aspires to be a porn star. I can guarantee.
I'm sorry. As much as I don't have anything against porn, as much as I might watch it or do whatever, I do not think that's a lifestyle to try to strive for.
It's
I'm
always
sorry, I
an
don't.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? This kid should do himself a favor and try to look up some porn star biographies and see how they got into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I guarantee you, a majority of the time, it's always by accident. It's always another goal. They happen to be at the wrong place, and somebody just preys on that weakness of theirs and takes them to another level.
What was the famous 70s? Was it Deep Throat?
John Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
Where she
Oh,
came
Deep-
out.
oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
She came out and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was forced into this, and this was not fun. This was not my idea. Now you have to be able to kind of look at it and go, well, okay, how much of that's true and how much of it's
Yeah.
trying to make up for mistakes in her.
Exactly.
But yeah, you never hear of a happy ending.
No.
Are you hear about somebody who was in it and then they got out and they do have a
out.
career? I think,
Right.
as a matter
Tracy
of fact,
Lords.
No,
She's-
in this day and age, the most scary thing is, and I may just talk like this guy right here now if these girls listen to this, but one of them may want to run for Congress. One of them may want to be president. One of them may want to be a CEO at a big company. And there's a porn movie sitting out there on the internet.
Thank you.
Paris Hilton. I mean, now granted, we
Just
all know
wait.
that those media whores did it so that they get more attention. But that shit ends up on the internet. You're not
yeah.
keeping that secret.
No.
And
There's
as a
no
matter
such
of fact, man, I would even say the reason why you don't want to do it, if you have a conscience, if you have a conscience whatsoever, and because he wrote to me and said, I want to see how awkward it is for these girls. If you really care for these girls, it's more detrimental for girls to be in pornography because I mean, chances are slim for women anyway. And if you really want to like ruin their chances of doing something bigger later, do this.
Yeah, really. Who knows well, okay, granted, somebody out there knows the names, but I don't know who the dude was that was railing Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
But I know Paris Hilton.
That's a very good point, man. Yeah, man, just it's so many bad things that can go wrong. And look, if you really want to do this, I can't stop you. I mean, if you're doing this to get laid and you think that's what you want to do in life, be a porn star, whatever, you're a guy. You may get off and do it and then get away with it later. Or you might be a porn star. Who knows? That might be a calling.
But you always remember.
Or your
that
dad may walk in while you're filming.
Yeah, exactly.
He might say, "Damn, son,
like I was about to say, always remember. Eventually, down the road, there will always be some kind of consequence because of it.
Yeah, and
Don't
I think
ever fool yourself.
And if you want to be a writer. If you sincerely want to be a writer and getting laid has nothing to do with it, then find inspiration somewhere else. I'm begging you, man.
You know what, pal? Look up the writers that you admire and look and read about their past. And I almost guarantee you, none of them, you'll never see porn star in the same shit with any
Hell, come hang out with me and Corey
at.
at a movie screening and just observe those people. Yeah. You could get days of material watching these people.
Oh, yeah. There's so many crazy people that you can look from afar. You don't have to put yourself in a situation like that. Anyway, you've heard you've heard all your father figures.
And you know, we've already seen every kind of crazy-ass scenario. We've read about every crazy-ass scenario dealing with porn stars. And it's old material.
Yeah, what can you do?
Who gives a crap? Yeah, what exactly can you do? If you tell me that an alien somehow came down from the heavens and all of a sudden started gang raping one of the girls, that may be interesting, but it ain't going to happen.
You know, son, you hit on a good point. Pornography, be it for better or for worse, has kind of become mainstream.
It's oversaturated. It's on
taboo.
the internet.
Yeah, exactly. It's lost its taboo. I mean, once that thing, 2 girls, 2 cups hit mainstream and people can laugh at that, it's not even shocking.
Y'all want to hear something funny, co-host Corey? You know, I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either. Don't want to see it.
I don't have any
No, I don't
no
have
comment to me whatsoever.
No
desire.
comment.
No, 2 girls, 1 cup. No desire at all. But have you noticed it's in mainstream movies now? People make fun of it.
People are talking about it.
You can't do anything
Nobody
that's shocking
cares.
here, man.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. You know what? It's not interesting.
You want to do something cool? Go out and be homeless for about 3 weeks and live with the homeless and do
There you
something
go.
like that. I mean, don't do pornography. Yeah, you want to do something worthwhile? Do something hard.
To be honest, if you're just looking for an angle, write about the porn industry.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally were the deciding factor in the HD Blu-ray war.
There you go.
I mean, there is a lot of money in that industry that doesn't involve.
I told him to write a story about his dumbass friends trying to do it.
Yeah.
Don't you be involved.
You know what? That's a perfect. I was just about to say that you should just write about your whole experience, trying to figure out why you need to do this,
And
write
why
that,
3
write all
wise
that
men
crap
from
down.
Spill.com convinced you and showed you
Exactly.
the error of your way.
I'm not going to read it, but I know Corey's going to read it.
I'll read it 3 times over.
Hey, look, there's my name.
Write about me. Shit, yeah. Anyway, so we've come up past a little bit of an hour. This is going to stop recording any minute now.
All right.
Camera phone cop, thank you so much. This has been wonderful. This has been a great experience here.
It's been a lot of fun.
No, this worked out better than I thought it would. Had a lot of fun talking to you. You gave me a little more insight on this whole thing that you do than I ever realized.
Hopefully we
has
can do it
happened
again
here.
sometime.
Yeah, a lot has happened here.
You are welcome here anytime. Anytime you want to do this. This is great.
Yeah. If I'm here alone, you're not welcome here. But if Corey's here, you're more than welcome here. You can drink all his beer.
Okay, now you see why nobody likes him.
I just learned about my Asian father, apparently.
Sorry to shake you up.
And
now your whole
I'm
world is
supposed to just
crushed.
deal with
Well,
this
what if
like
your
everything's
Asian
all right?
father's Jet Li? Isn't that okay?
No.
I can tell you what,
he's in
his
the Mummy,
Asian father
crying
was
out
no
loud.
Jet
No,
Li.
I'm
I can tell you
ashamed
that
of him.
much. His Asian father, he didn't even know what a vagina was when I knew him. So anyway, that's it. We got to get out of here. Thank you guys so much. This has been the Couple of Cold Ones bonus. My gift to you.
Special edition.
Special edition, yeah. The platinum version. And so good night, everybody.
See you later, suckers.
Take care.